In kindergarten, everything was full of wonder. We wore backpacks that were almost bigger than us, collected silly bands in every shape imaginable, and danced around to songs like Call Me Baby without knowing all the words. We were learning our letters and numbers, figuring out how to stand in line, and practicing how to be good friends. Unknowingly, we were taking our very first steps into the world of learning.
In first grade, school still felt new and exciting. We danced along to Just Dance during brain breaks, read the Rainbow Fish and other picture books that taught us how to be kind, and traded rainbow loom bracelets. We were learning how to read on our own, practicing addition and subtraction, and writing our very first stories. Learning started to become familiar, and school started to feel like a second home.
In second grade, we debated if the dress was blue and black or white and gold, watched Big Hero 6, and dared each other to try the Charlie Charlie game. While all that was happening, we were learning multiplication, reading our first chapter books, and practicing writing sentences. That year, school became a place where we belong.
In third grade, we are trading Pokemon cards, dabbing like crazy, and singing and dancing along to the Whip and Nene at recess. We strengthened our paragraph writing skills and read books like Charlotte's Web. That year, we grew from kids into curious learners, asking big questions, finding the activities we loved, and building the foundation for who we are today.
In fourth grade, it was all about slime tutorials. Everyone was either lip syncing to their favorite songs or perfecting the ultimate butter slime. In the classroom, we were learning how to write full paragraphs and getting excited about our first big chapter books. By fifth grade, the trend shifted. Fidget spinners took over our desks, and everybody was obsessed with water bottle flipping. Academically, we were tackling fractions, exploring U.S. history, and preparing for our real first taste of real responsibility, switching classes.
Sixth grade felt like the year we started to grow up. We weren't just the oldest kids in school, we were the leaders and the role models. But beneath all the fun, we were changing. As elementary school came to an end, we could feel middle school waiting for us, bigger, louder, and unknown. Sixth grade wasn't just the last chapter of one story, it was the first step into the next. Seventh grade began, and we were learning how to navigate middle school, finding new friends, and even a new version of ourselves. Then came the shutdowns. One day we were in class, and the next we were learning from our laptops, stuck at home, figuring out Google Meets and Canvas like it was normal. Seventh grade wasn't what we expected, but it taught us to adapt, to stay connected, and to keep moving forward in hard times.
Eighth grade was the year of virtual school, where we only knew each other by our Google Meet profile pictures or the tops of our faces over our homemade masks. But still, in our socially distanced lives, we found ways to connect with each other in the limited ways we had, especially through our intense games of Among Us. Although we might have been completing more crewmate tasks than actual school assignments, we found a sense of lightness during a dark, uncertain time. Finally, after what felt like a lifetime of quarantine, we were reunited once again in ninth grade, and it felt like normalcy was finally restoring. We got a new season of Stranger Things, Broadway reopened their theaters, and slowly but surely, we began to see each other's faces again. Despite it being our last year of middle school, it felt like our first normal year aside from the chaos of the other years. Most of all, we looked forward to finally starting our high school years.
10th grade was the real start of high school. New building, new classes, and new expectations. It was the year of burial posts between and in classes and the Wednesday Addams dance taking over our feeds. We found ourselves lost in the hallways and figuring out how to survive the new schedule. Sophomore year wasn't always easy, but it pushed us to grow and reminded us that we were just getting started.
11th grade felt like the year we truly woke up. Between binging the Eras Tour movie, quoting Barbenheimer, and watching AI take over everything from essays to album covers, junior year tested us. SATs, APs, late-night study sessions, and early morning alarms. We started seeing the finish line, not just of high school, but of all the people we've been becoming all along. 11th grade reminded us that the end was near and that we were almost ready for it.
12th grade was surreal. Somehow we were both the oldest and newest versions of ourselves. College applications, prom, and senioritis became our everyday vocabulary. We lived in a time of fast news, faster memes, and AI that could write essays. Through the chaos, we found joy in little things. Senior sunrise, group chats filled with unhinged messages, and the bittersweet countdown to graduation.